Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Smith with Trinity 918 Designs, where we specialize in landscape lighting and hardscape lighting for your home and businesses. Thank you for joining us today on our channel. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of the type of wire you choose when installing a landscape lighting system. So, there's different gauges that people use when installing landscape lighting. People can either use a 16 gauge, a 14 gauge, or a 12 gauge. 12 gauge is the thickest and really what you want to use. When you use too thin of a gauge, like a 16 gauge, if you run the wire too far, it's going to start to heat up and melt over time. And then that's going to start causing problems and shortages in your system. And so you should never run a 16 gauge wire more than 15, maybe 20 feet at the most. And let's face it, most of the time you have a lot more wire than that in your garden. And so we prefer to use a 12 gauge wire, which is so much thicker, and you'll be able to run 12 gauges several hundred feet without any degradation, without any melting or problems caused. The other thing you want to keep in mind is you have direct burial cable, which is what we use, meaning you can bury this in the ground without putting it in a PVC pipe, and it's going to be protected from the elements. Water won't get in there. It's very difficult for rodents to choose through, where this is not a direct burial wire. This is what you'd find in somebody's home. It's got a very thin jacket. It's not waterproof, and it's very thin jacket. So it's not going to be safe to put directly in the ground. The other thing we need to talk about is solid copper wire versus copper clad wire. A lot of companies will want to use what's called copper clad. That's 80% copper, 20% aluminum. Aluminum was banned being used in your home after 1978 because aluminum will heat up, it will melt, and it will start causing problems. It can actually cause fires in your home. So you want to stay away from the copper clad aluminum mix. But a lot of people use that because it's less expensive. It's considerably less expensive than solid copper wire. But we won't use it because we don't want to have any problems in your system. We don't want it heating up. We want to make sure you get a great signal from the transformer all the way to the fixture, because you only want to do your landscape lighting system once.